Now then, so I've just arrived in Howtown via the ferry, as you've probably already seen, and I'm just on my way up to Hallin Fell. So just got a little bit of a road walk before I pick up the path on the side of the fell, and I believe I follow up past a bit of a zigzaggy road, which must be where the car park is that a lot of people start this walk from. And yeah, then it's up to the top of Hallin Fell to find a place to pitch. Should be a nice easy one. I'm full of cold, so that'll suit me fine. But yeah, it should only take me an hour or so to get up there. It's about 1 o'clock now, so if I can get up there, find a pitch, get everything set up for 2:30, something like that, I'll be quite happy to get in the tent and get settled in. I've been spending most of the last week or so laid on the couch or in bed, so laying in a tent for 14 hours ain't gonna bother me that much, to be fair. Right, I'll check in as I'm getting a bit further up there, up the road. See you in a bit. And this is lovely around here already. I've only been walking for about 10 to 15 minutes. Not sure what these fells are. Place Fell maybe? I'll have a guess at Place Fell. Is that the Nab? Looks like it should be called the Nab. But yeah, absolutely beautiful day. Pretty mild really, considering it's middle of December. So glad I'm out. Absolutely stunning day. But yeah, like I said, the weather's perfect. It's pretty mild, not a breath of wind, no rain at all. So if I get clear skies tonight, it could be pretty perfect, this. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I'll carry on anyway, shouldn't be too long. So it is a really popular spot for wild camps, this. It just looks like it's too busy, but I guess that's in summer, and to be honest, if it's really popular, it must be for good reason, mustn't it? Not just the fact that it's quite easy to get to, but I'd imagine that the views must be pretty fantastic as well. So yeah, I mean, it's midweek and obviously we're in the middle of December, so I shouldn't think it'll be busy at all, but you know, I don't mind a few tents. Just when there's 10 plus, it doesn't feel the same for me. Anyway, I'll shut up. Well, I'm not at the top yet, but I just thought I would veer off the path to the left. I thought I might as well just have a little scout around before I go up there, see how it looks. And my God, you can see why it's so popular. Views are fantastic, and there's so many places to put a tent here. The problem is actually choosing the best one, but there's nobody here, so I've got my pick. So yeah, I'm gonna go up to the top. Might leave the bag here. I should probably take it with me just in case I find some on the other side. But yeah, absolutely spoilt rotten. I mean, you could go there, 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 there. There's just so many places, it's ridiculous. I can't imagine it's as good as this on the other side, but let's investigate. insane. I can't believe how easy it was to get up here, and it is absolutely stunning. 1:30, nobody here, so I can just chill out and find hopefully the perfect spot. Now I think I prefer it on that side, looking over towards Helvellyn and down towards Glenridding, than this side, because obviously you just got more of the mountain views and the lake. But I'll also figure out, you know, if there's any wind, where's going to give me some shelter. So yeah, I'll get down there and have a look around, and just going to get the tent set up, get in, chill out, happy days. So just having a wander around, you might be able to see the obelisk up there, the summit. There is that there, but I feel like I'm a little bit yeah, that looks like a straight drop down on the other side of that, so not great with heights. Probably have nightmares if I put a tent there. So I think over there's a little ledge. There's one up there and one up there. I've had a look over the side, it's not that bad, so I'm going here. This is the best view, definitely. Right, well it's 10 to 3 I think, so set up in good time as planned. Makes a huge difference. Not seen anybody here at all except one person up there at the moment, a photographer. He's facing towards the sunset, I guess, so I think I'm going to have a walk up there. I should have about another 30 or 40 minutes of light. So yeah, it's looking quite dramatic over there where the sun's setting. So I'll have a look up there, just have a general wander around before I come back to the tent, and think about having a beer, getting some food on, or I might even just have a little, snooze actually. In my current predicament, I deserve it with my man flu and all that. So yeah, I'll come back to you in a bit. Hello. Just walked around the corner and that sheep was it looks like a ram actually, doesn't it? Really not bothered about me at all. Probably looking at this. That's clearly where the sun is going to set, where the photographers are looking out to. I just missed some absolutely stunning rays of light coming down that valley. I think that's Bordale, and the other one I think is Martindale. Not completely sure, I'm sorry. I'll correct it if I'm wrong later. But yeah, stunning. I think I'd just be as happy with this view as that actually. But that's beautiful too. Well, getting quite cold now with the wind chill. It's not massively strong this, but it is a breeze. So I think I'm going to go back down to the tent and change into my gear for the evening. Get the thick socks and long johns and get all the warm gear on, ready for the night ahead. Right, all the cozies on, I'm back in the tent. Quick look at the gear. Got the Thermarest Neo Air X-Therm, that's super warm. Nemo Philo pillow, that's really comfy. It's an inflatable pad, but it's got this layer of memory foam on the top as well. So yeah, really nice. And then I've got this Sierra Designs, I always forget the name, let's have a look. Cloud 20. And that's kind of like a hybrid of a quilt and a sleeping bag. So you don't have any material there, any down material that is. There's no zip. You just kind of pull that in over you. And I like it because I do like quilts, but what you tend to find is you do sometimes get drafts around the sides, even with like the straps on. So yeah, that just that keeps you enclosed, but it's still quite lightweight and still gives you the benefits of being able to move around as you would in a quilt. So yeah, good setup, happy. Alright, let's see what we've got for this evening then. So I've got a new stove in there, which I will show later. 3 beers, 3 Northern Monks. What's that one? Fruity in Futures, Heathen and a Dark Matter. They're all reasonably strong. I've got some whiskey in my hip flask. Obviously I've only got that for medicinal purposes. I've got some port in there to eat. In there, got some turkey, some roast turkey, pigs in blankets and some stuffing, sage and onion stuffing. In there I've got roast potatoes, Brussels sprouts and roast carrots. Obviously I cooked all that before I came up, and I've just vacuum sealed it all. The veg, I think that's going to be all mashed up by now, but anyway, doesn't matter. I've got some gravy to go with it. Obviously I'll need to make that. Some cranberry sauce for pudding, Christmas pudding, custard and a bit of Stilton, which I will have later with my port. So yeah, obviously it is only a couple of weeks till Christmas. So yeah, bit of a Christmas theme I guess. My first Christmas dinner of the year. So I've got one of those X-Boil alcohol stoves, which are pretty popular now. Don't really get on with alcohol stoves usually, because obviously you can have accidents, and I have done that in the past myself. Knocked a transier over, luckily not in the tent, but obviously once that's going, that liquid, it's kind of hard to extinguish. So yeah, just you've got to be really careful. Whereas with this, it's already got fuel in there, but doesn't spill. I've tried it once in the garden, and it's quite easy to light as well. I'm just going to boil some water and put those vacuum sealed bags in there. I don't know if I can fit 2 in, so if I have to do one at a time, I've made one of these cosy things, which was dead easy to do, to be honest. It took me about 10 minutes. I already had this sort of stuff lying around. Have a look online, dead easy to do. But yeah, if I can only fit one of those in there, I'll bang it in there. Yeah, so much easier to light this as well than the transiers. No messing. So what I might do instead, it seems to be going out when I'm putting that pot on, so I'll go for a smaller pot. Glad I brought that now. Don't know, maybe this pot's too big. Shouldn't be, I've used it on there before. It's the right size. Call it user error, eh? Don't know. Ouch. better. I've also got my pan, so I'll eat out of that. But yeah, if putting that in the hot water doesn't heat it up sufficiently, I can just bang that on there, can't I? Warm it through. And obviously I'll just save a bit of that water for me gravy. Right, it should be ready in about 20 minutes, shouldn't it? Well, while I'm waiting for that, might as well open a beer. Time we on. 4:15. Cheers. Pointless me try to sniff it. I don't know if my taste's a little bit off as well. Doesn't really taste so much of that. Well, good things come to those who wait, don't they? It's quite pleasant though, not having that jet engine noise. Yeah, I reckon frying pan's got to be a better method, to be honest. I'm blaming Paul Messner for this. Right, I think I'm going for it. That there. Put that there. And for the Christmas pud, this should be easy to do. I'll just let that steam in there for a few minutes. Yeah, that needs way longer. I'm eating it though anyway. Right, second beer. It's the Northern Monk Dark Matter, which is a stout and can't read, about 8% I think. So pretty strong, but I can't really taste anything. I'm sure it's not the beer, it's probably this cold. If I mention I've got a cold, probably, definitely. So yeah, I've just nipped out, had a little bit of a wander around because the sky is crystal clear, ridiculous amount of stars, and came up on one of the Facebook groups. There's something called a Germanid meteor shower or something, and it's meant to be most active tonight and tomorrow. So I went out, had a look at that. Didn't really see an awful lot. Saw a couple of shooting stars, which is normal, but not, nothing out of the ordinary. But the GoPro's set up on a night lap, so I'm hoping that's picked something up. So yeah, I'm fairly cosy. It was pretty cold out there, but about 6 degrees in here, I think. Well, I know, I've checked the temperature gauge that I've got with me. So yeah, pretty cosy. Right, so I'm just going to probably start watching a film or something. Enjoy my Stilton and port and whiskey and beer. That should keep me going and keep me feeling happy. I'll probably get up and have a little wander around again in an hour or so. Did I say what time it is? It's about 7:45. And yeah, maybe I'll try and film something, especially if I can see these meteor showers. Back to you in a bit. It's a cold one. I strangely feel quite warm. Not as clear now. Came out and collected the GoPro and checked the footage already. And disappointing, to be honest. Got a night lapse, but for some reason just not turned out that great. Might have to check the settings, could be me. Just a bit frosty. Oh, doesn't that look lovely and cosy? Get me in there. Now this is what I've been really looking forward to. Stilton and port. That's proper Christmas, isn't it? Well, it is Christmas, isn't it? Bloody cheesier than Stilton, that. Dear me. A little one of them. Medicinal, of course. And now it's time to retire. Good night, God bless. This wasn't predicted at all. I can only speculate on what the wind speed is, but I've never been out in this strong wind before, and it just goes to show you. I put the guy lines out with the delta pegs, and it was literally nothing. Not even a breeze. I'm not concerned, I mean, you know. Yeah, not concerned at all. Quite good fun actually. Always seems worse than it is. It's probably like 30 something, but who knows. These wind gusts are crazy, man. Tent's flapping around like a good one, but that's fine. It's not pancaked or flattened, but even if it does, it wouldn't concern me too much. This tent, it's actually designed that in really strong winds, the poles will flex and it'll pancake right in. Which is not done yet, but it's getting there. But I don't mind that. I'd rather that than having snapped tent poles. Good fun, eh? I've just had a look at the forecast. Met Office and MWiz are showing 40 mile per hour. And the other one's showing 20 kilometres per hour. So that's shite, isn't it? They definitely don't use that one. In fact, I've tried that one before and it's rubbish. Looks good in theory because it will give you the specific fell, but it's crap. Not using that again. Morning. I decided in the end just to get my head down and try and sleep through it, which I actually did. It was still mega windy when I tried to hunker down. It's completely died down again now. It's completely still, which again, it wasn't forecast to be. I was expecting to put the tent away this morning in the wind and the rain, but well, I still might, but you never know. Yeah, hopefully it stays like this. I think it's about 8:30. I feel like sleeping for a bit longer. I really don't want to get out of this sleeping bag. but I have to. So if you ever need to kick your ass out of bed, the best way to do it is to deflate the mat. Then you've set your stall out to just get on with it. So yeah, I'm just going to get packed up and get down, and I'll come back to you when the tent and everything's put away. Thankfully the conditions have calmed down loads. Could have been so much worse this morning. So I'll do it whilst the gods are kind to me. There we are, all packed up. It's a climb up to start the day. Anyway, as I was saying, all packed up, leave no trace. Oh, look at that. Naughty me. Yeah, so that's me done. I need to get a wriggle on, so I don't think I'll film anything until I get back down the hill. Hopefully I get the ferry. Should have about 50 minutes to do it. Yeah, should be fine. So yeah, I'll come back to you in a bit. Ciao. And that beautiful view, that's woken me up. Stunning. Right, so I can actually see the pier from here. Should only take me about 15 minutes, I guess, to get there. So I'm not going to miss my ferry. Is it a ferry? No, it's a steamer, isn't it? So yeah, that was a cracking spot, that. I think I said on the way up, it's one of the most popular ones, especially for beginners. And you can see why. I mean, if you actually came in a car and came up this road to the car park up there, such an easy one to get to. So small effort, loads of places to put a tent, and some cracking views, as hopefully you saw. So yeah, I wouldn't come up in summer or maybe even spring, because as I said, it just gets too busy, I think, from what I've seen. But yeah, if you're gonna come in winter, and come midweek, and if you're lucky I'll get it all to myself like me. Get him with harness on. He's obviously the big fella around here, isn't he? With his harem of So I'm just back at the pier waiting for the ferry. Last night's camp spot up there behind me, Hallin Fell. You can go that way if you don't want to go via the car park, but it does look a lot steeper. So yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up here. If you've watched, as ever, thanks for watching. And if this is the last video before Christmas, and I think it will be, I just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well, if I don't see you again before then.